Peace and blessings, peace and blessings. How's everybody doing out there? I know it's been a minute. It's been a minute since y'all seen me. A lot's been going on, a lot of good, some turbulent times. But, I'm here. I am here. First, I got to thank everybody that's constantly supporting me. It's quite a few of you all that check on me, that continue to, watch my videos and push my videos and just, you're sincere, and worried about how Kali is doing, as opposed to just checking the video out and keeping it moving. It's personal. And I can't thank you enough. I can't thank you all enough, because I definitely strive to respond to comments. I strive to be mindful that you don't have to, watch my videos or even wait for another one to come out. So again, without dragging that on, I definitely, I'm appreciative, truly grateful for you all. And like I say, it's just been a lot. I mean, it's been a lot, man. This last several months has been, turbulent on various levels. But I'm here, I'm here. I'm working. I'm still working with the youth in the neighborhood, Potomac Gardens in Southeast DC. I'm still talking to the youth as much as I can in various places. I've spoken at a couple of youth centers, juvenile centers. Working on speaking in DC jail soon. Yeah, I'm busy out here. I'm definitely busy and staying consistent with my aims and my focuses. One of the things that I have to speak on is that source that you have to dig into yourself. God deposited within us bits of the divine. I believe that. The Bible and the Quran both attest to the fact that he breathed the breath of life into mankind, in us. He breathed a bit of himself in us. So we are wealths of strength. We're powerful. We don't even know it. And even in saying it, I don't even know how powerful I am. I don't know how powerful we are. I just know we're so much more powerful than we truly understand. And if we continue to feed ourselves the right food, mental, spiritual, and physical, then we're really unstoppable, except if the Most High deems it necessary to stop us. So I say that to say that even when I'm going through storms, I strive not to let people know. I strive to be mindful that everybody has things they're going through. And I'm not selfish with my struggles. I know my struggles are my struggles. It's not everybody's struggles. But I struggle a lot. I struggle because I want the best for everybody, especially those that I love and care for. I want the best for them. I want us in the best position that we can be in, whether it's family, friends, acquaintances. I genuinely want the best for us. Now, what I may think is the best may not be what others think is the best. But I always try to make sure that in the lives of whoever I am, whoever I'm in the life of, that I'm an asset and not a liability. I remember when I was on the inside, there were days, man, when I just, more towards the end of my bit, there were days when I would just it'd be late at night, 12 o'clock, 1 in the morning, and I would just be thinking about freedom. I swear I would think about freedom so much. I would try to envision what I would wear, things I would do, people I would see, places I would go. And you yearn for that so much. I'm talking about it was such an intense yearning. There were times when my eyes would well up with tears. No lie. Like I say, towards the end of my bit, I did 25 years inside straight. And, at the beginning, like everybody else, I'm playing cards, I'm talking, fighting, we doing all the silly stuff. But as you evolve, you grow out of a lot of those silly things and you focus on life and the bigger picture. And I just remember wanting to be out here with those that I love and care for. But that my wanting did not get the door open. You know what I mean? Just because I thought I was ready, that wasn't always the case. So what did I do to maintain my sanity? What did I do to maintain my focus, my drive? And honestly, I'm a spiritual man, you know, and my faith in the Most High is sincere. You know, it's sincere. So, excuse me. So when I find myself weak, I seek refuge in the Most High. I pray, I read. Now, that's not all the time. That's a lot. And I should do it way more. You know, a lot of times we seek refuge in music. We put the music on our head and we zone out. We watch TV, and for that temporary moment, the TV show, the movies, they distract us from what we really are forced to face. And so we find so many things. We find drugs, we find drink, we find a million things to distract us from the reality that we're facing, the hardship that we're facing. And what happens is every time we find a distraction, all we do is tuck to the side or push to the back what we facing, but we don't deal with it. So we still got to face it once we come out of, right, that moment of distraction. So I distracted myself inside. I listened to my music. I watched TV. You know, I didn't play cards long. I might read my books, you know, but there were times when I had to bow, man, when I had to just bow. I had to pray like, you know, God, see fit to get me up out of here. You know, God, see fit to protect the ones I love, like the ones I care about. God, see fit to get me to a place in my life where I can be of value, right, to my family, to society, you know, to the community. So I'm just saying this to say one of the lessons that I learned, and I've said this before, one of the lessons that I learned is that we have to stop looking outside of ourselves so much for strength. You know what I mean? Like when you by yourself, you know, and it's not intentional. It's not that other people are thinking, oh, he by herself, she by herself, let me stay away. Nah, some people are dealing with their own. I had to remember that. There were times, man, I mean, months went by. I didn't get mail. There was a whole year that went past. I didn't get a visit. You know, and I used to sit back and look at guys like, how this guy getting a visit? You know, this guy into everything. His family beating the door down. His mom, his you know, I think he was his grandfather and his grandmother for sure. You know, they beating the doors down. And he doing every drug under the sun. He's starting trouble. He's a fool. And I'm like, how is it he getting visits? And I'm trying to live my life the best way. I'm trying to help people. I done broke up so many fights, it's crazy. Like, that's for real. And I'm like, I'm not getting a visit. I ain't getting no mail. Like, what, was I such a bad guy? And I had to stop doing that. I had to stop comparing myself, my blessings, or what I might have considered the lack of, to somebody else's. Because God will put things in your light because he know what you can handle. He may say, well, I'm not going to give you no visits right now because in truth, I'm making you stronger. You know what I mean? So when you get visits, you'll appreciate them more. God might say, well, I'm not going to let you keep getting mail because you're getting spoiled with the mail. So if the mail stop, you might collapse and you might relapse. So I'm not going to let you get mail. I'm going to build you up so that when you get it, you're more appreciative of it. So I had to realize that more often than not, you got to turn within. We got to turn within. We got to sit back and say, you know what? I'm going to turn the TV off. I'm going to turn the music off, and I'm just going to sit here and contemplate my blessings. And you hear people say that all the time, count your blessings. We really don't count our blessings. When people say count your blessings, we'll say, well, I'm breathing, I'm alive. Man, it's blessings. You got people with no arms, no fingers, no tongue, no face. You got people that have been stabbed, that have been shot, that have been hurt, permanent hurt. Bodies will ache until the day they're in the grave. You got people that have to learn life again, have to learn speech. You got people that can't read. You got people that can't write. You have people that have mental disorders that no one understands. You have people that have diseases that they'll suffer forever, right? That live in places that are so dark and dismal that you wonder, how can they find joy? You see these videos with some of the kids in Africa, you know, you see these videos with kids in some places in China that live together under bridges, you know, people out here in America living under bridges in this weather. Man, it 2, 3, 4, 5 below. You got people living in cardboard boxes. So when they say count your blessings, we really have to sit back and say, God blessed me with water. He blessed me with not just breath and lung, you know, not just life. Now he blessed us with so many things, family, loved ones, experiences, right? We have love, we lose love, but we have that experience. We have that memory. Sometimes we choose to throw the memories to the side, but sometimes we got to embrace that memory. We got to say, you know what, I laughed. I had a good time. I enjoyed myself. I remember. And hold on to those memories. Inside, that's all you have sometimes was memories, but then you have hopes, and then you have dreams, and you aspire to those things. So a lot of times, and I'm keeping it short, you know, I have other stories to tell, and I pray that I won't be so far removed from you all, because like I say, I appreciate you all more than you understand. Like I said, I do this out of my desire to share the lessons that I have learned, lessons I've learned through other people, things I watch, other people's lessons as well. I don't do this for money. I don't do this for notoriety, popularity, none of that. I do it because I just care. You know, I just care. And I hope that something I say may touch or inspire, you know, because I'm touched and inspired daily by what other people are doing, what other people are saying. I'm moved and I'm grateful for that. So shout out to all those who seek to inspire, to seek to push, to seek to uplift and not tear down, to seek to unite and not divide. Shout out to all of you. Frontline workers is what I, you know, consider us to be. So, again, that's the lesson that I learned, you know, turn within sometime. You have divine in you. We have divine in us. Turn within, you know, remember the darkest part of your life and you survived that. So yeah, you may be uncomfortable. You may be mad. Money may be tight. Your relationships may be rocky. You may be alone. You may be lonely. But you're not going to always be alone. It's not going to always be lonely. You're not going to always be struggling financially. You're not going to always be beefing with the ones you love. You really aren't, because you did before. You were before. You've been without before. And you survived that. You have to remember that you are a survivor by nature. God put within us everything we need to accomplish and what we desire and overcome any obstacles that's in our path. So remember that. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you all. Stay up, stay at it. And like I said, you know, we're going to make it. We're going to make it. We rise together, right? So peace and blessings, man. And have a blessed day. Have a blessed evening. Have a blessed night.